Here with us now is U.S. National Security Institute Executive Director Jamil Jaffer. What do you think he means by that exactly, Jamil?
Well, Anna, this deployment, obviously, over 200 days, almost 240 days at sea, 10,000 sorties launched from the Abraham Lincoln. Obviously, a very taxing deployment now coming up having taken place for these sailors, but obviously hugely successful with respect to the conflict in Iran. Significant numbers of targets addressed by this carrier, but a challenge, of course. And it appears that relief is on the way. The USS George Washington is leaving its current base in Indo-PACOM region, headed to the Middle East. That transit takes a week or two, but there is relief in sight now for these sailors and for that ship.
All right, well, we've got Democrats in particular just begging for answers. It's really turning into a political football. You also have military members who have been sharing their concerns, what they have been hearing after this extended deployment and their service there in the war with Iran. But then you've got President Trump and you've got Secretary of War Pete Hegseth saying this is all a big mischaracterization of what is actually happening there on the ship. So how do we know what's right?
Well, it strikes me that the real answer is something in between, which is, of course, this has been a long deployment. Of course, it's challenging. They haven't had a port call, which means they haven't gotten new supplies, new food on board, and the like. But this is a larger problem of our military not having the supplies it needs, not having the forces it needs. It's why it's so important the president proposed a $1 trillion plus package for our military. We need to sustain that. We need to be growing our military, not allowing it to decay with inflation and the like. The reason why we have to move a carrier from Indo-PACOM to the Middle East is we don't have enough carriers active today because we have not sustained our military at the level it needs to be sustained at for decades now. It's gone unaddressed by Democrats and Republicans alike. This is an important opportunity to take what the president has done with this year's defense budget, double down on that. So if Democrats and Republicans are looking for answers as to why this is happening, it's a lack of forces, it's a lack of supplies, it's a lack of equipment for our military personnel. We should never put our military personnel in this situation. The solution for that is putting more money behind our military today.
And Jamil, your thoughts on all of this really playing out in the media as well? I spoke to a Navy commander yesterday, Rich Kolko, and he said that our adversaries are watching this. Take a look.
This is giving information to the enemy. They're sitting there saying, wow, we're winning. We're driving the world's largest aircraft carrier into use or misuse. And it's very, very dangerous. I don't see the value of this. The men and women on the Lincoln are safe. You have to feel bad for their living conditions, but they will be fed. They will be able to have somewhere to sleep.
And then also, complicating this, you've got the USS George Washington, that is leaving the Vietnam area. So are you concerned that this is going to leave the United States exposed in the Western Pacific?
Well, that's exactly right. Obviously, our major adversary in the globe today is China. They're threatening Taiwan. They're threatening our allies in Japan and the Philippines and the like. They're trying to retake those islands. So moving the George Washington to the Middle East, which is important to take care of the folks on the Lincoln, is going to create a hole for us. And this is exactly why we need more forces, more capability, more capacity. So when you hear whether it's Democrats or Republicans criticizing the president or whatever you want to do, the answer is very simple. You want to complain, step up, do something for our country, back more military spending for our troops, get more resources to them. That will solve this problem, not complaining on national television shows.
Well, this is new this morning as well. We've got to get to this because Yemen is suspending Red Seaport operations after attacks by Iran-backed Houthi terrorists. Now, the attacks are causing 7 deaths and millions in losses is what we're learning. And all this comes as the UAE is claiming that Iran attacked 3 of their vessels while in transit in the Strait of Hormuz just this week. Do you see the United States and any of our allies sending its Navy to aid the United States with protection for these waterways there in the region?
Well, look, our allies have been asleep at the switch here. With this waterway, the Strait of Hormuz, and now the Bab el-Mandeb and the Red Sea are both critical waterways to international commerce, to oil shipping and the like. And if they don't remain free and open, which currently the Strait of Hormuz isn't, the Bab el-Mandeb might be closing soon because of these challenges. And you see the root cause of it all behind this is Iran. They've long backed the Houthi rebels there. They're the ones closing the Strait of Hormuz here. The answer to all these problems is not backing off. It's not, frankly, as the president's done recently, trying to negotiate with Iran. It's hitting them hard, hitting the teeth, daring them to come after American and other Western vessels that should be escorting these ships through the Bab al-Mandeb, through the Strait of Hormuz. We need to get our allies in. Whatever they might think of how this conflict began in Iran and the Persian Gulf, the real truth is this is now a threat to international commerce. We need to reopen the strait, reopen the Bab al-Mandeb.
Yeah, well, as Americans are watching their gas prices hover over $4 a gallon, I had a military guest on yesterday who said that this could be a real tipping point, this headline about the other strait. Do you agree, quickly, before we move on?
Absolutely. It's a real serious problem.
All right. Iran is speaking out about Trump's plans to make the Strait of Hormuz a U.S. territory. He said that he was going to do that while speaking to a crowd. The crowd goes crazy about it, but Iran is calling this a delusion. And all this comes as a senior parliament Iranian member there threatens President Trump over the weekend on X, despite Trump still confident the United States still has control of the strait. I know I've thrown a lot at you, but I want you to take a listen to President Trump here.
And after we finish defeating Iran, which is being very badly defeated, pretty soon I'll be declaring the Hormuz Strait a territory of the United States. We have the blockade. No ships get through unless we want them to.
So again, I'll have to get a quick answer from you, Jamil, but the Ibrahim Azizi is saying the U.S. president ought to worry about his own security rather than his endless bluffing regarding the Strait of Hormuz before he ends up hiding in a food truck. Your thoughts?
Well, look, the challenge is the president's been negotiating for too long with Iran. They've been playing him a fool. He needs to step up, do what he started, and reopen the strait, get through there, make sure the Americans can get through. He doesn't declare it a U.S. territory. He just needs to make it an international waterway, as it has been for decades. It's never been Iran's. It never will be Iran's. President Reagan made sure that. President Trump should enforce that same doctrine, reopen the strait.
All right. National Security Institute Executive Director Jamil Jaffer, thank you.
Thank you.